plus size it girl. Go ahead, ma'am. Thank you for being on here. Go ahead and say whatever. Go ahead and say whatever last words you want to say. I disagree. I respectfully disagree with a lot of things that you said, but it's okay. It's nothing personal. It's no hard feelings. Go ahead and say whatever last words you want to say.
Of course, I actually really appreciate like debate and I like hearing everyone's opinion. And the last woman that was on here, she made a really good point because the thing I'm saying is that like everyone's talking about, oh, just walk away, just do this, just do that. That man was out to get her. Like no matter what, I also believe that like he would have attacked her even if, she hadn't have kept speaking or whatever, because that man clearly had like hatred in his eyes. But if we as a community do not like start doing things, these things are only going to continue to happen. There's a way for people to de-escalate a situation without having to worry about like getting shot. And no, you never know like what is going to happen, but the thing is, if we all just step back and say, oh, like I'm not going to do that, that's none of my business, this is going to continue to be a problem. Like as a black community, we need to realize what it means to be a community. And also one thing, like maybe this has been caused by feminism. Like I'm not a feminist, I'm a womanist. But like of course, quote unquote, yada yada, men and women are equal, whatever, in certain ways. But as a man, as a lot of women have said, you have more strength, you have more this. And I feel like men have a larger responsibility in protecting their community and protecting our women. If there's no one to do that, then like who is it protecting us? Like, and not even like leaving all the other races out of this. This is a problem within the black community. And again, I've only seen this in the black community. We have these conversations every other day because this is something that we need to solve like within ourselves. I understand, Girl Dad was on here talking a lot about how we need to be able to get back to our families and we need to do this, we need to do that. What about the black family, like overall? What about all of these things? Like, I just feel like there's no collective community responsibility. And a lot of these other countries, a lot of these other communities are a lot safer because people feel like they have a shared responsibility for what goes down. It was deplorable watching that video. Obviously, the woman could have tried to de-escalate or she could have done whatever, but we need to really think about as a community what we are going to do because stories like this happen every single day. And are we going to continue to let this happening? What do you mean I'm romanticizing, not speaking reality? I am speaking reality. Like I said, I live in Houston and someone made a joke earlier, like, do I live in the Woodlands? If you guys don't know, the Woodlands is a predominantly white area of Houston and I don't. I grew up in A-Leaf, which is a predominantly black area. And then I moved to a predominantly white area. So whenever I see these things, I have both of those experiences knowing what happens and knowing how different types of communities respond. I really feel like maybe there needs to be a black man collective, but there's just certain things that like I expect men to do. And in all of these situations, these men were not acting like men. And I think within the broader sense of things, because I mean, this loops into other things. It loops into the sprinkle sprinkle movement. It loops into, I'm not suggesting that black women divest. I only really date in the black community, but that's why a lot of people are going outside of their race because they see that our own men are not trying to protect us. Yes, the sprinkle sprinkle movement is amazing, but it's like when you see things like this, more often than not, we see black men engaging in this dusty, violent behavior. And when you, like, my thing is, it's character. It's what you do when other people aren't watching, but also what you do when people are. Those men who did not respond and help that woman are honestly no better than the man that was fighting her or acting like he was gonna beat her. This man said, I'm gonna punch you, I'm gonna knock you out. He didn't say, I'm gonna shoot you. He didn't say, I have a Glock or I'm about to go pop the trunk on you. He said he was gonna punch her. What man, like there's so many men who could take a punch or who could stop that from happening. And again, I'm a Texan. I was raised in the country. Like, we just have a different idea of what family, what community, and what like a man is supposed to do. And I feel like people have lost sight of that, about what men are actually supposed to be doing. Okay. And old pops would have got knocked down though, lol. I'm sure that there were other people there, but again, we need to look at this as a larger situation and a larger problem at hand, where men even feel comfortable saying that. There's video after video after video on social media of black men disrespecting black women, and it's a larger conversation because why did he even feel comfortable enough to say that? Have you guys, just think about it, have you ever seen a video of an Asian man doing that to like an Asian woman, or like in the Mexican community? And we already
Yeah.
know that
Yeah,
white people are
Yeah, yeah.
violent.
yeah.
That's
They
exactly
they
what
they
have in the
they,
I'm
they
talking
Mexican
about
community.
at the same rate and at the same level of violence as we have in the black community. Because I do research. I'm a full-time content creator. I'm on social media every single day, all day. And I interact with people from all different spaces and walks of life. I never see that in any other community. And that's not me faulting that the black community. That's me saying that we as a collective need to take a look at why this is happening. The black community is dissolving. The black family is dissolving. Like, it goes into so many other things, and this is a huge issue. And a lot of black men just do
But
not
like
want to
plus
take
size,
responsibility. It
um,
is the responsibility of our collective for us to put in line what we want to make for the future of our community. If
okay,
you're
but
standing
plus
around
size
and
rate.
allowing people to act like that, that's letting them know that it's okay. That black dude would have never been able to do that where I'm from. Okay? They would have never even thought about doing that because people would have been on his ass. What are you talking about? You're going to do this and you're going to do that. And I see all the women in the
Plus size,
comments
please
standing
wrap it
up
up
for the
respectfully.
women.
Respectfully, please wrap it up.
Respectfully, black men have lost sight of what it means to be men. And any black man in the comment section here who disagrees with me, you all need to take a deeper dive in, like, interpersonally, and check out what the fuck you got going on, because you're not a real man if you think that any of that was okay.